Hello, my beautiful friends. Hope you're doing amazing. Today, we are going to be getting ready together using my number one product in every category, if that's something you'd be interested in. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Audrey. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing down below before you leave. We talk about makeup over here. I'm just a mom who loves makeup, and that's what we do. And if you're returning, hi, hello, welcome. I love and appreciate you, and let's get started. If you're interested in anything that's on my face today or anything that I talk about, everything is always linked down in the description box. Some of those links are affiliated links, and that just means if you choose to shop through them, I do receive a small commission at no extra cost to you, and that always just goes straight back into my channel. Thank you for your support. Okay, let's get back to my number one favorites in every category. Okay, so this was really hard, so you better watch to the end. Just kidding, but you should. You should watch to the end. This was very difficult. Most of the categories have an honorable mention because I really have a hard time choosing between two products, which is my favorite. But we'll get into it. So, starting off with the Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer. This is the conditioning lip treatment. I have mine in vanilla. It's like a light pinky color, if you can see that. I really love putting this on and having it just kind of moisturize my lips while I am doing the rest of my makeup for the lip step at the end. So, Jouer, they nailed it with this. It feels so hydrating, luxurious. I really, really, really like this lip treatment. Next, for a moisturizer step before primer and foundation and all that, I'm going to say that my number one favorite is the Fluorasis. This is named in Chinese on the bottom, but this is the Fluorasis. It's a peach priming moisturizer, I believe. It has a really pretty light pink tint as well. And this feels like glass, but this feels like a nice plastic. So I just absolutely love this. I love the way that this makes my face feel. I think that it makes a very hydrating, cooling, hydrated base. I really need to make sure I hydrate my face before I put on makeup because I have dry skin and lots of acne, and I don't want it to cling to any of that dryness, any of the foundation, concealer, any of the products. So this is what I use before that. And this barely made it out over my Yuzo products, my serum and moisturizer, just because I really go back and forth. I use either the Yuzo or the Fluorasis these days. I have a few other options that I really love, but as of right now, my number one, I would have to say the Fluorasis. It has an absolutely beautiful, very light, like peachy floral scent. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really love the smell. So it's just such a moment. I love using it. I love the packaging. I just love it. Next, my number one primer. My top favorite number one primer right now is the Dior Forever Glow Star Filter. I have mine in the shade 0. So it adds a little bit of color. It has a very hydrated feel and a little bit of that radiance factor. So it makes an incredible base for foundation. I absolutely love this primer. It's definitely my number one right now. Trumps all the others. However, primer is super specific to what foundation I'm going to wear that day. So, honorable mentions would be my Merit Great Skin. Love that one. Oh gosh, there's so many good ones. I really love the new Dolce & Gabbana primer that I tried. It's like a light blue color, and it's in the tube, and it's a really smoothing but cooling and hydrating situation. I really love that one. I could see myself repurchasing all those three, and then there's some others that I love, but right now tippity top favorite one is gonna be this Dior. Favorite primer at the moment. See, and I've got a very glowy, hydrated, kind of tinted base for my number one top favorite foundation. Okay, my number one favorite foundation is still the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation. I have mine in the shade 7. Oh my goodness. This has not been beat. So, I am currently working on a ranking video. I'm going to rank my top 10 foundations. And I mean, you're getting a little bit of a spoiler because this one is obviously my number one. And I have been trying to figure out why that is, right? Like, what makes this foundation better than all of the others? And the coverage is perfect. I love the coverage. It's a really good medium, definitely buildable on the places that I need it to be. Very beautiful coverage. Finish, absolutely incredible. Skin-like, perfecting skin-like finish. Not too matte, not too dewy. Absolutely incredible. The formulation is amazing. But I think that the tipping point for me personally, anyways, what makes this one the best, the number one out of all of the foundations that I've tried, and I've picked up so many recently, and I did a declutter, so I've tried a lot. And I think that what makes this one the winner above all else is the undertone, the color. It perfectly matches my neck. Like, you cannot see where that foundation starts and ends. And a lot of foundations, I have to do all my shopping online, so I have I've gotten better at it over the years, but sometimes I miss and they don't match. This one, I actually had a sample card. I got to try beforehand and figure out which foundation matched the best. And it was number 7. And so there's that. But from what I know of Lisa Eldridge, I would say that's because she knows how to do colors. Her colors are so unique. And just like, I have a neutral undertone, which was kind of hard for me to figure out because I have a lot of redness on my face, right? So I have a neutral undertone with redness. And so some foundations, when they say that they're neutral, they're either too yellow or too pink because it's hard to get a true neutral color. And this foundation is truly neutral. So with the perfect amount of coverage, the perfect finish, and the perfect undertone, this is it. This is my number one, and I just love this. I have others that I love too. Second place I think goes to honorable mention for this video goes to Haus Labs. I absolutely love that one, but it's just a little too light, almost a little too cool. So yeah, compared to, coverage and color and things like that. So absolutely love the new Dior one I've been testing out. That one's making its way up there, but Haus Labs is the honorable mention for this category. I mean, look at how beautiful that finish is. I just love it so much. It's so good. Okay. Obviously, it's my number one favorites video, and that's where we are today. Oh my goodness. And I really love mixing that Lisa Eldridge foundation with the skin tint she just came out with. Those two mixed together is like a perfect everyday for me because I have a little bit of extra redness I like to cover. So, all right. So my number one, Tiffany Top number one concealer right now, as of today, is the Haus Labs concealer. This is in 01 Fair Neutral. Seeing where the concealer wins top spot, the foundation is number 2. This concealer is absolutely gorgeous. It is um, hydrating. It is the right color that I like my concealers to be. So it's not too dark, it's not too light. It's kind of really good neutral undertone, and it's full coverage and smoothing. Like it barely knocks out my Tower 28 concealer, which I do really, really love. But like, it's just it just wins by a hair because when I put them side by side, House Labs and Tower 28 on either eye, the House Labs is just a teensy tiny bit more smoothing. I think that the Tower 28 is so hydrating, like that it kind of emphasizes that texture. Because if you aren't smoothing enough, you're going to see every teeny tiny little bump on my face. And I have very textured skin. So I just love this House Labs one. And truly, trust me, I was expecting the Tower 28 to win against the House Labs, but I think that House Labs just wins by a teensy tiny bit. Absolutely love. I love them both. Oh gosh, my Natasha Denona one, my Dior. I love those. Also working on a concealer ranking my top concealers. But so yeah, House Labs definitely takes the number one spot as of today. I mentioned this was hard. These are hard choices, but I got a request for my number one products in every category. So here we are. I mean, that coverage is so good, and I don't need a color corrector. I never really need a color corrector, but I just love the finish and the coverage. What's next? We're going to do another cream. So my number one contour product is hands down the Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick in Biscuit. This is amazing. It is as amazing as everyone says that it is. It is definitely hyped up, and I'd say that's for very good reason. I actually have a mini in my to-go bag, a mini red one that I purchased during their holiday sale because I love it that much and I need it in my bag. This one stays in my desk. It is so good. The finish is incredible. It practically blends itself, which it should. I mean, for the price point that it is, it really should. And it does. It performs exactly the way that you want it to. I think that this formulation comes in 3 colors, but Biscuit is the best for my skin tone. And yeah, it just is an incredible contour color. Runner up is definitely still my Kevyn Aucoin shaping sculpting stick, whatever that one's called. I think it's in the shade shape. I don't know. But I love that one. That formula is almost as good, just almost as good as this Westman Atelier. Westman Atelier just wins by this much. With that, we're gonna set my under eyes, and my favorite number one top setting powder for under the eyes is the Prisma Libre in 03 Violet Rose. This pink powder is incredible. It is incredible for blurring and smoothing out the under eyes, and I almost didn't pick up the pink one, but I'm so glad that I did because this pink powder is the perfect amount of light pink color to really, really set and perfect under eyes. It's so, so good. It's even worth messing with loose powder situation. I mean, look at that. But if you have lines under your eyes, they're gonna crease. You can't I was gonna say you can't make your lines disappear, but you can. For the right amount of money, you can do pretty much anything you want these days. Make those lines disappear into nothing, like they never existed. But I have lines under my under eyes, and this pink powder helps with that. Helps with the smoothing. Yes, I mean, can you see it? I love this. I love this pink powder. I don't put it all over the face. I'm sure I could, but if I'm doing a very full face of makeup, I just use it for under the eyes, and that's going to last me forever. So, there's that number one powder. Next, number one powder for the face. Oh, I need the brush too. This is the Jouer Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder in translucent. It's trace translucent is what it says. So this and the brush that it comes with is just the best. My top favorite pressed powder right now. I pretty much compare every pressed powder that I purchase with this powder. And I mean, the brush is super awesome and travel friendly. If the pressed powder does not make my face look like this powder does, it's not doing it right. I cannot believe I have been afraid of powders, being as though I am a dry skinned girl, but this powder almost makes me look more hydrated. I can't explain it. I've never experienced a hydrating powder like this one. It is so perfecting and hydrating that I don't even have to be scared of using a powder all over my face because it doesn't dry me out. It doesn't make it cakey. It doesn't make anything weird. I mean, I have made a considerable dent in it for me. The Abasi's going away. Okay, guys, I'm making progress. It's gorgeous. My favorite number one favorite powder. Holy cow. Packaging's beautiful too. It really did just knock my socks off. I was not expecting to love it so much, but here we are. It's the best for setting my whole face. If you have dry skin, holy cow, try it out. Next, all right, let's get into the fun stuff. My number one favorite bronzer. If you saw my bronzer ranking, you're not going to be surprised. This is the RMS Beauty Redimension Hydra Bronzer in Beach Walk Betty. Number one favorite bronzer of all time, of any bronzer that I've tried. And I've tried a lot recently, and this just moves straight up to the top. I'm making a dent in this one too. I love this formula. I love this color. I love everything about this bronzer. It's not too pink. It's not too red. It's not too orange. It's not too anything. It's absolutely beautiful. It has an incredibly neutral, nice undertone. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it so much. It really, really does a great job of bronzing the skin, but not making it look too orange. Which is something that I'm striving to do pretty consistently because, for some reason, every fair bronzer is like a really light orange color. And I don't think that bronzer should be orange. I don't usually get orange. So, anyways, absolutely incredible formula. Blends and glides on the face. This is so good. I love it. I love it so much. It's not too much. It's just enough. It's just enough. It's so good. So, Beach Walk Betty, number one bronzer of all time. Favorite bronzer brush of all time? Rephr 05. That baby's where it's at. Favorite blush of all time. You may not be surprised by this either. I did a video where I swatched every single shade of these blushes because I have them all. and they're the best. This is the RMS Redimension Hydra Powder Blush, and today we're going to use the shade Maiden's Blush because I think this is my favorite color out of all of them. My number one favorite blush formula and favorite color. It's just like, I mean, it's a neutral pinky brown, which is what I go for sure. It's so funny. My number one favorites have so changed with the time and the days and the seasons. At one point, I was wearing all creams and no powders, and here we are. I found powders that look like creams on the face, and they're good. And they last a long time. There's some creams that last a long time, but I mean, you know what I mean. And they look beautiful. So nice. So that's Maiden's Blush. I love it a lot. My number one favorite blush. Yeah, so good. I forgot to give you my honorable mentions for my bronzer. Surratt, that bronzer. Oh my gosh. Oh, the RMS and the Surratt are like neck and neck. They're so good. I love them. I go between them all the time. RMS and my Patrick Ta. I think Patrick Ta comes in at number 2, where the RMS just barely beats it out because the RMS has this absolutely beautiful sheen that's like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. The finish is incredible. And bronzer brush, Rephr 04. Yeah, good stuff. So, number one blush, number one bronzer, pretty. I mean, they're beautiful, and if you've been here for a little while, you probably could have guessed them. Next, my number one favorite highlighter. I can't find anything to beat it. I'm gonna have to because it's limited edition, but dang. Oh my goodness. I need a formula like this that's not limited edition. This is the Fenty Beauty Demi Glow Light Diffusing Highlighter in 01 Pretty Pearls. And this is so beautiful. Why is it limited edition? What brush am I going to use? Oh, it's so good, you guys. It's so good. It's so pretty. Let's use this one. It's the best. It's so gorgeous. I mean, watch this. Watch. Like, can you see that? Oh my gosh. It's like one with my skin. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So pretty. It's so good. I love it. I love it a lot. And it should not be limited edition, and they should make it permanent forever. We'll see. We'll see if limited edition is just a cash grab thing or if it is really limited edition. But the last time I checked, it was still available on the Sephora website. So I would say pick it up. This is my number one favorite. Holy cow. Holy cow. I love it. I love it so much. Honorable mention was my Lisa Eldridge, the liquid illuminator situation she's got. So good. Super good for a liquid highlighter. But this one has been blowing me away. It blew my socks off. So good. Such an incredible formula. Seriously, don't sleep on it. It's so good. It's so pretty. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, right? Right. Okay, next we're going to do eyebrows. Holy Grail favorite number one status is the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat in Natural Brown. Absolutely incredible. I'm twisting it the wrong way. Triangle tip. Absolutely incredible. Fast application. And you can buy the replacement tip so you don't have to buy a whole new pencil. Let's see. Honorable mentions for this one would be the Victoria Beckham Baby Blade, but I'm scared to fall in love with that one. I mean, I already love it. I'm already in love with it, but I don't know if I'm going to end up repurchasing it because the color is incredible, but I have to buy a whole new pencil, a whole new big pencil. Well, this one you can buy the refills. So, I don't know. Also, Fluorescence. I've been loving my Fluorescence pencil, eyebrow pencil, but I don't think you can buy refills for that one either. But they did send me a refill So I'll use both those refills before I repurchase, but still, like, if I can't just purchase the refill, I'm gonna be sad because I think it's silly to with eyebrow stuff, you go through it so fast. I think that um if I can buy a refill for cheaper, I'm gonna do that. And this color is incredible, works amazing for my brows. So I really, really love the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Treat. Still my number one holy grail. I've just been trying to get more use out of my other ones. And Holy Grail eyebrow gel is, if you've watched my videos, you know, this is the Merit Brown 1980 in the shade brown. It's incredible. It's got a bigger wand, but that just makes it for faster application. And I love this. I have repurchased this many times. I have it in my travel bag. I have one here. I have it all the time. It doesn't have like glue like hold. So if you want glue hold, this isn't it. If you want just a little bit of color and like a little bit of hold, this is it. And I wear this without any eyebrow pencil in my hair or anything, just by itself, and it's so good. I love the color. I just love it. It's such a great formula. Merit Brown 1980, number one favorite. I don't even have another one that I can think of brow gel wise. That one's best. Okay, next, eyeshadow. For eyeshadow primer, this is the Trish McEvoy Eye Base Essentials in Sand. It's a pink color, which is wonderful. It really cancels out any veins and on my eyelids. It looks absolutely amazing with every single eyeshadow that I've used it with. And it's just so good. I love it. I love this Trish McEvoy eyeshadow primer. Best that I've used in a very long time. I also really enjoy my Pat McGrath eyeshadow primer, but it doesn't have any tint to it. So really, instead of using the Pat McGrath primer, I've just been using either my concealer or the Trish McEvoy, because I really want to cancel out those lines. I mean, they're there. Mine are very dark. You can still see them up on top where I didn't put most of the eyeshadow primer. So, just love the eyeshadow primer from Trish McEvoy. It's very, whoops, I dropped it. It's very smoothing and beautiful, and I love it a lot. Eyeshadow. Eyeshadow was the hardest category for me. I have a lot of eyeshadow brands that I absolutely love. So we will talk about my honorable mentions, but I think my number one tippity top favorite, if I had to pick one right now, would be the Surratt. Oh gosh, I forgot the names on it. I think it's the Bois de Rose. I looked before this video too, and I forgot already. So this setting with these 4 colors is not available altogether anymore. It is sold out, but you can purchase all 4 colors individually and then put them in your own Surratt eyeshadow palette. So there's that. But this color story, I mean, the first time I used it, it blew me away. Rephr 01, best crease brush. Crease brush. But I'm just going into this medium pink. So, the first time I used this eyeshadow palette, it really blew my socks off. This is such an incredible color story. I love all 4. The 3 pinks and then the brown is just the perfect kind of neutral tone brown for these colors. I mean, it's so good. Surratt eyeshadows are completely unmatched. I'm going to go into this lighter pink right here, same brush. I love this color story. I have 4 Surratt eyeshadow quads. I did a whole video where I showed you all the swatches and everything about these eyeshadow quads. But the Surratt formula is like creamy powder. 110%. These feel like creams, but perform like powders, but then look like creams. Like, they're incredible. Incredible. Let's do a little bit of a smaller brush. Mini 01 into this darker purple right here. So I absolutely love my Surratt shadows. If you are looking for something to really invest your money in, because they're not cheap. Surratt did give me a code, which is not an affiliate code, that you can use to get like 15% off. I think it's Audrey 15, but it's in the description box. And yeah, these are not cheap eyeshadows, but they are worth every single penny. Every single one. They're worth every penny that I spent on them. And I think that if you want to treat yourself and you want some absolutely beautiful, high-performing eyeshadows, Surratt. Referral 3 into the dark brown. So, yes, absolutely love, 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 love this formula. A little bit of fallout. Fine, no big deal, no big deal, no big deal over here. Runner-up was 110%. My Nomad Cosmetics, what's it called? Ghost Town, the Ghost Town palette. Absolutely still love the Ghost Town palette. I love Nomad Cosmetics formulas. They're amazing. They're absolutely incredible. So, Nomad Cosmetics was runner-up for sure. I also really, really love, gosh, I have so many. Natasha Denona, those are really, really good. I have so many of those, and I absolutely love those. Eyeshadow was so hard, guys. But here we are, lighter color. Blending everything out. But yeah, this one wins. This pinky brown color story. I mean, if you can see, I have a type. I'm really into the pinky browns. It is what it is. I finished my lower lash line off camera because my husband decided to come home. So we're going to use my finger in this lightest pink color right up here and put that all over the lid. There isn't like a super incredible glitter in here, which is a little unfortunate, but I mean, still, even though there isn't a glitter, this is my number one. Tippity top, number one favorite. I'm going to go in one more time with my Refer 1 in this medium pink color. I love this color. This is like my favorite color in the palette. It's so beautiful. So, so good. Oh, and the beauty with Surratt eyeshadows is you can build your own palette. So if you go in, you can pick out 4 of your own shades. You don't have to go with the pinky brown color story. And then you can put them in this palette. They come individually wrapped, and you just put them inside. And you can do whatever colors you want. Purple, blue, green. They have some really beautiful colors, but the formula is amazing. You know what? This is the Nomad Cosmetics palette that I was talking about that has an honorable mention. Oh, yeah. Let's use this one right here. This is not available right now, which is kind of why it didn't get my top spot. But oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. It's so pretty. Just a little bit. It says it's coming back for spooky season, which I love a lot. Because, I mean, it needs to come back. Holy cow. These formulas are so good. So, when it comes back, this will be my number one. But, number one favorite eyeshadow, Surratt, above all, right now, is the best. It's so good. Oh my gosh, and that little bit of glitter. Yes. Love it. Loving it. Okay, next. So, and I used all Refer brushes because they're my favorite. If I had to pick my number one favorite brushes, it would be Refer. Okay, Eyeliner. So first we're gonna do number one favorite eyeliner for like above the waterline and in the upper, no, above the lash line and in the upper waterline. This is Lisa Eldridge. This is Lisa Eldridge Ground Coffee. And this is my favorite because it is the brown, and I really love a brown eyeliner. It looks so great smudged up against the lash line. But we're just going to use it on the upper waterline today because that is just a trick to help your lashes look a little bit longer. And this is the best. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't crease, it's very creamy, but once it stays, it's stuck. And I did when these came out, I did like a comparison with the Victoria Beckham ones, and I really do prefer the Lisa Eldridge over the Victoria Beckham. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but it's mine, and that's my favorite. Next, number one favorite eyeliner for the waterline is the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal Iconic Liquid Eye Pencil in Eye Cheat. This is just a creamy, cream colored pencil, and I've tried a lot. I've tried a lot of these creamy colored pencils for the waterline, and a lot of them are not creamy enough. And with this sensitive part of my eye, I really want a creamy pencil that's not going to pull or tug. And this one is the best that I've found. It lasts really well. It looks very brightening and eye-opening, and it's not a stark white. It's just a creamy color. So, love it. Love that. Those two eyeliners are my number one favorite eyeliners. Okay, next we got mascara and lips. So for mascara, I am going to curl my lashes. This is my Rephr lash curler. Best lash curler I've ever used. Number one favorite for sure. When you purchase it, they send you like refill little red squishy things. And I think that's incredible. But the shape of this is really good. I have smaller eyes. Everything about me is pretty small. But love that lash curler, number one favorite. I've recently discovered mascara primers. I've tried the Lancome mascara primer and now the Dior mascara primer, and this one is my favorite because of the wand. This plastic wand I like more than the bristled hairy wand that the Lancome has. I just prefer this one for my mascara primer. I think that this really helps my lashes look fuller and thicker, and I love it. I love it a lot. I've just really been using it on my upper lashes. I tried using it on my lower lashes, but my lower lashes are really long, so I don't really think they need much help. It's more the upper lashes that need the extra boost. So that is my number one mascara primer. I love this. Dior Maximizer 3D Triple Action Lash Primer Serum. Volume, curl, and definition. So good. My number one mascara, number one favorite, is the Benefit Fan Fest mascara. Benefit really knows how to knock mascaras out of the park. Like, they just do. I've never tried a Benefit mascara that I did not love. And I've tried a few of them. And this was like, mascara was a hard one too. I've really been loving my Givenchy mascara that I picked up during the sale. Like, it's good. It's really, really good. It's very black and very defining. But this one, I think, just holds a curl a little bit more. Because of this curled wand, and it is a bristled wand, because of the bristled curled wand, or bristled? Hairy? Because of the wand that it is, it really holds on to that curl. So, I absolutely love this mascara. I think that it's definitely my number one right now. Givenchy, I love for a dramatic look. Lisa Eldridge, I also really, really love for like an everyday. Um, yeah, I love this. I love this mascara. It is really so great. I think that I may need a refill though. Seems like it's getting a little old, which is a little sad. But absolutely love this mascara. So, number one, top favorite mascara right now, Benefit Fan Fest. But man, I mean, I got some good mascaras in the honorable mentions for sure. Okay, so with that, lips. We're almost done. My favorite, number one favorite lip liner is the Lisa Eldridge Sculpt and Shade Lip Pencil. My favorite of the four I picked up is 1N. Yeah, 1N. It's like the pinkiest brown of them all. It's so, so pretty. I love the shade. I love all four of the pencils I picked up. This formula is incredible. But I definitely have a type, and this shade is my type. It's just the perfect neutral tone to match any lipstick I want to pair with it. And, you know, I hope you enjoyed trying to talk while I'm putting that on. And my number one favorite lipstick right now really surprised me, but it is. It's my number one favorite. I always want to use it. I have to make myself use other things, and that is the Revie Beauty Effortless Lips in Dahlia. I love this color. Once again, it's a very nice pinky brown. And with that lip liner, I mean, this is it. This is the best. It is a very moisturizing finish. Has a really light vanilla scent. I can wear it with a lip liner. I can wear it without a lip liner. I can dress it up, dress it down. It's the best. It is so beautiful. The component is incredible. The light gray color, I just love it. I love this. Yep. And this eyeshadow and this lip combination, this is my favorite. My top number one favorite products in every category. Thank you very much to whoever requested this video. You know who you are. And I just love it when you guys request videos. That makes me super happy. I really hope that you enjoyed hearing about my number one product in every category. Let me know down in the comments, what are you loving right now? Do you agree with my number one picks? What do you think of my makeup? Oh, I forgot my number one setting spray. Number one setting spray hasn't changed for a good while. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I got the pretty one with the pretty flowers on the cap. It's so good. It really does lock your makeup in all day. It makes all the powders and anything kind of melt together. It does everything. It's such an incredible, incredible formula for a setting spray. So, with that, I hope you enjoyed listening to my favorite number one products in every single category and getting ready with me today. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up if you love videos like this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! If you made... Oh, nope, that's wrong. Bye! Good job. Bye. Bye. You're funny. Where's your nose? Right there. Ah! Yeah, that's my eye. Eye? Yeah, eye. Head. Ah. Ah.
Bobby,
Sure.
Bob, Bobby,
Bunny?
Bobby,
Bunny.
and Bobby,
Yeah, bunny.
and
And
you.
that's a kitty. Okay.
Bye.
So silly. I got finished.
Bye.
Bye.